This is all right. I'm going live here. I'm live now. I'm trying to set this camera up. Have my time. Let's see. Good morning. I don't know who's watching, but good morning. If you're going to do this yoga practice with me, it'll probably be like 45 minutes to an hour. We'll start at 8, but if you have a men's tie or some sort of rope, what else? Anything, maybe an exercise band would also work, because we're going to do some really nice stretches with this. So if you have this, go ahead and grab this, and we'll begin right at 8 o'clock. I'll do my best to move the mat around so that everybody can see it and see what I'm doing, and that you can hear me. I'm going to do this live here, and then it will go, it'll be live here, it'll be saved to my phone, then I'll upload it to YouTube. It'll be available all the time. So I just wanted to let you know, I couldn't figure out how to live stream on YouTube. It'll be here, uploaded to YouTube a little bit later. Okay? All right. Let's see, I'm trying to figure out, good morning. I'm going to, again, you don't even have to have a mat for this. All you need is a floor. I just happen to have a mat. It's an old mat. And then if you have a men's tie, we're going to do some nice stretches. And I don't know what time it is, but I'm going to go check the time. And like I said, I'm recording here, and then it will be posted to YouTube, so it's available all the time. So we have 5 minutes or so before we get started. You can do this anywhere. It will be on YouTube later. I see we've got 5 watchers right now. Good morning. Good morning. It's crazy times. I was watching a little bit of the news earlier, and things just seem weird. In the morning, one of my rituals is to drink warm lemon water. Lemon's great for detoxifying the body. Lemon pulls toxins from our adipose tissue, our fat tissue. So if you are trying to boost your immune system and keep it clean, flowing, everything moving out of the body, lemon water is great for that. Warm lemon water will help with peristalsis, help those contractions of the colon walls so that everything is flowing and moving. If you're constipated at all, you want to take some magnesium citrate. Specifically, you want to be pooping every day right now, because if you're not, the stool is just sitting in your colon, and then the body is reabsorbing the toxins which are supposed to be leaving. So make sure you're pooping every single day. And then we'll begin by, I'm going to read from this book today to start our morning. Let's just, this is good. March 20th. This is from The Language of Letting Go, Daily Meditations on Codependency, Melody Beatty. So I just wanted you to know what book I'm reading from. And this is for March 20th, Releasing. Let fear slip away. Release any negative, limiting, or self-defeating beliefs buried in your subconscious too. These beliefs may be about life, love, or yourself. Beliefs create reality. Let go. From as deep within as your fears, resentments, and negative beliefs are stored, let them all go. Let the belief or feeling surface. Accept it, surrender to it. Feel the discomfort or unrest, then let it go. Let new beliefs replace the old. Let peace and joy and love replace fear. Give yourself and your body permission to let go of fears, resentments, and negative beliefs. Release that which is no longer useful. Trust that you are being healed and prepared for receiving what is good. And the prayer is here. Today, God, help me become willing to let go of old beliefs and feelings that may be hurting me. Gently take them from me and replace them with new beliefs and feelings. I do deserve the best life and have love to offer. Help me believe that. So I think in this time, we really need to be thinking and be careful with our beliefs, because we're creating this new world from here, even though we're stuck in our homes and we don't know what's going to happen. But, if we remain fearful, then we create more fear, and we're sending out more fear to the world. If we create love and surrender and trust and faith, then we are sending more of that out into the world. And so the more that we focus on what we want to see, because I can go down some really crazy pathways, and my sister knows that, about what's to come, and so if we can focus on what we want, what are we creating, then we're much more likely to get those results. I don't think it's going to look the same, but that doesn't mean that we can't work on creating whatever it is that we want to create. So let's focus on how this can be a beautiful thing, all that's taking place right now, instead of what the doom and gloom could be. So let's go ahead. I'm seated crisscross applesauce, and go ahead and just find a comfortable seated position in crisscross applesauce, and place your hands on your knees. And just from here, we're just going to begin to roll the shoulders. So like yesterday, this is something I do every day in every single class that I teach, is work to get that synovial fluid moving in those shoulder joints, especially if you are a side sleeper, crunched up, on one side or the other. Maybe you roll from side to side. We can create tightness in that chest. So go ahead and just begin to roll those shoulders up, back, and down. And just notice what you notice. There's no music. You can put music on at home. But just notice what you notice, the sounds that you hear, the Rice Krispie, snap, crackle, pop. And then reverse the direction. So roll those shoulders forward. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And then you can sort of alternate those shoulders backwards. And we'll go for about 45 minutes, maybe an hour. We'll just see. I can't seem to keep in my 60 minutes, but I'm going to try for 45, just a Friday 45-minute flow. And then roll those shoulders forward. And then inhale, shrug the shoulders up towards the ears, and then roll them back and down towards the hips, towards the ground. Feel a little bit of activation in your upper back. And then inhale again, shrug those shoulders up towards your ears. Exhale, roll them back and down. Really relax the shoulders away from the ears. And then again, inhale, shrug those shoulders up. And then exhale, roll those shoulders back and down. And from here, let's just begin to drop our chin down towards our chest. Feel that nice stretch down the back. Notice what you notice. And then very slowly roll your head over to the right shoulder. Feel that nice stretch down the left side of the neck. Breathing into the space where you feel the opening, the stretch in your neck. And then very slowly drop the chin back down to the center of the chest. And then inhale, roll your head over to the left side. Feeling a nice stretch down the right side of your neck. And then slowly drop the chin back down to center. Feel that stretch again down your back. And then slowly inhale. Bring that head back up to center. exhale, drop the head back. Full stretch across your chest. Across the front of your neck, maybe down into your chest. And then slowly inhale, bring that head back up to center. From here, bring your hands down by your side, palms facing up. Inhale, bring those hands up overhead. Gaze up overhead. And then exhale slowly, as though you are moving through honey. Lower those arms all the way back down. Bring those hands behind your back. Clasp those hands. Inhale. Lift those arms up. So all these comments are in my, the notifications of people who are watching are here. Can you all tell me if they are in your screen? I can't see me. I just want to make sure you all can see me. I don't know how to shut that off. And then slowly lower those arms back down. Once again, palms facing up. Inhale those arms up. Gaze up towards the sky. And then exhale, slowly float those hands all the way back down towards the floor. Clasping those hands behind your back. Inhale, lift the arms up. And then exhale, lower those arms back down. And then one more, palms up. Inhale, lift those arms up, gaze up towards the sky. And then exhale, slowly float those hands all the way back down. And then bring those hands behind your back, clasp those hands, inhale, and lift those arms up. So you want to keep your spine nice and long here. Let's see if I can turn this off. While you breathe in through your nose. I can't do it. And breathe out through your nose. And then slowly lower those arms all the way back down. From here, bring your left hand behind your tailbone. Bring your right hand to your left knee. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. So grow tall like a tree. And then exhale, look over your left shoulder. And then again, big deep breath in. Exhale, twist. And then one more, inhale, lengthen. And then exhale, twist. And then slowly inhale, come back to center. Exhale, bring the right hand behind your tailbone, left hand to the right knee. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. And then exhale, twist. Again, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. And then one more, inhale. Exhale, twist. And then slowly return to center. So roll over onto all fours. Coming onto your hands and knees. Shoulders stack right on top of those elbows. Elbows stack right on top of those wrists. Spread those fingers nice and wide. Those index fingers are parallel. Walk the knees just slightly behind those hips. So you're sort of in a modified plank. And just send your hips back towards your heels like you're going to enter into a child's pose. Bring them over, shift them over to the right. Forward, shifting your shoulders, your upper body over the wrists to build strength in those wrists. And then send your hips all the way back over to the left. So just some big circles here to get some movement in your hip joints. So, now more than ever, we've got to find ways to move. And God forbid, if the internet went down, right, we'd all be screwed and really feeling alone and isolated. So I think anything's possible. So many of us are pulling on the internet and our mobile providers right now that we don't know. I know my phone's been acting wonky, so yours could maybe too. I don't know that it would have it. And then reverse directions. So have a little bit of a foundation so that you can practice this on your own. This is a good one. Every day, just move those joints, move your body in all planes of motion. And then slowly come back to center. Walk those knees underneath your hips. Pull the belly button in. Curl the toes under. And go ahead and lift those knees up to a hover. So we're just building strength in the core here. So your knees are maybe centimeter or an inch off the ground. And then exhale, slowly lower those knees down. And then again, inhale, lift those knees up. Pull the belly button in. And then exhale, slowly lower those knees down. And then one more time, inhale, lift. And then exhale, lower. This last one, inhale, lift those knees up. And press your hips up and back, downward facing dog. So find downward facing dog. I'm going to kind of move this around, hoping that you can see me. And go ahead and bend your knees back and forth, left and right. And just notice how your body feels as you bend those knees one at a time. And then go ahead and bend both those knees. Kind of melt that hard in your belly, your chest towards your thighs. See if you can get the belly and the chest onto the thighs. So your knees are pretty bent here. I want you to use your hands to press your hips away from your hands. And then slowly, with your chest and belly on the thighs, we're going to, keeping this engagement, slowly begin to straighten the legs. Working the heels towards the floor. Your heels may not touch the floor, and that is okay. Allow your head to relax. Melting the belly towards the thighs, the chest towards the knees. Finding your breath in downward facing dog. On your inhale, gaze up in between those hands and slowly walk yourself to the front of your mat. Go ahead and take opposite elbows here. Allow your head to drop down towards the floor. Making sure you can see me. If you can't see me, I won't know. And just sway from side to side. Engage those legs as you sway from side to side. Pull the belly button in. Engage your feet. You're still drawing the belly button in and up. Shake your head yes and no. And then slowly release the fingertips down towards the floor. Shift the weight of your body into the balls of your feet. Notice how the stretch changes just a little bit. And then on your inhale, fire up those legs slowly. Roll yourself all the way up to standing. Bringing that head up last, shoulders up, back and down, finding your mountain pose. So we're in mountain. Ground down through those feet. Go ahead and lift the toes up. I do this almost every single time to build strength in those feet, work on our balance. Ground down through the feet, lift the toes up, spread those toes, and go ahead and place the pinky toe down, the fourth toe, the middle toe, the second toe, and then your big toe. Shoulders up, back and down. So the shoulder blades are almost drawing in towards the spine. Pull that belly button in and sort of find a small sort of anchor with the tailbone. So we're not tucking, but you want to try to lengthen through that spine. Sort of zip up your belly button. And let's just slowly play with mountain, bringing awareness to the present moment. And just lean into the front side of your body. And become aware of what you are aware of. And then slowly shift your weight back to center. And then let's shift our weight into the heels. Shifting your weight back, fire up those legs, and just notice which muscles are firing to keep you upright. And then slowly bring your weight back to center. Shift your weight over to the left. So it's not a lean, we're just shifting. And then slowly bring your weight back to center. And then let's shift our weight over to the right. And then bring your weight back to center. From here, keeping those shoulders on the back, inhale, and then exhale, just fold forward halfway. So I want you to bring your chest to parallel, draw the belly button in, and then inhale, rise. And then exhale, fold forward again. And then inhale, rise. Engage those legs. And then exhale, fold forward. Shoulders are on the back. Feel the engagement in the mid-back. And then inhale up. Inhale those arms up. Gaze up towards the sky. Exhale, swan dive the fingertips all the way back down towards the floor. From here, we're gonna rise from the floor. Get those shoulders on the back. Inhale, get the shoulders on the back. Bring the arms alongside the rib cage. You don't have to. You could have them here, but I want you to have a really nice flat back. There's a difference between rounded here and strong here. And then slowly fold forward, fingertips down towards the floor. Inhale, reverse swan dive your hands all the way back up overhead. Exhale, swan dive the fingertips all the way back down towards the floor. Inhale, rise halfway. Bring those arms alongside the rib cage. Exhale, forward fold. Plant those hands. Bend the knees as much as you need to and take a big step back with your right foot. So you want your left knee right on top of the right foot, on top of the left ankle. So you can be here, but first while we're here, let's all hang here for a second. Shift your weight into your heel, little calf stretch, and then slowly shift your weight forward. Sink into this hip, feel this nice opening in the hip flexor. You can stay here, inhale, rise, lift your arms up towards the sky, or you can lower that back knee. This is available to everybody. Gazing up, scooping the arms up. Shoulders draw away from the ears as the fingertips point up towards the sky. You want to scissor the inner thighs in towards one another. So wherever you are, find your breath. And then slowly bring the palms together, lower the hands all the way down in front of the heart, all the way down to the ground. And from here, go ahead and take a big step back with your left foot, finding a plank position. Shift your weight into your heels, and then slowly shift your weight forward, lowering the knees if you need to. Slowly lower your chest down, chaturanga. So those arms graze the rib cage. There's sort of a rotation of the eye of the elbow in towards the thumb, but you don't want to lock your elbows or hyperextend. Lower down, and then inhale, elbow squeeze your side body. Inhale, lift your heart up, gaze up towards the sky. Shoulders away from the ears. Press the tops of the feet into the floor. Your legs engage, your kneecaps may lift up off the ground. And then exhale, chin to floor. Inhale, press yourself up into your version of plank and back, downward facing dog. Find your breath. On your inhale, gaze up in between your hands and walk, step, or jump, coming to the front of your mat. Inhale, rise halfway, get the shoulders on the back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive your hands all the way up overhead. And then exhale, swan dive those fingertips all the way down towards the floor. Inhale, rise halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Plant the hands, bend the knees. And this time take a big step back with your left foot. Again, the right knee is right on top of your right ankle. And go ahead, so you're kind of in a nice little runner's lunge. Shift your weight into your heel. And then shift your weight forward and sink. While you engage that leg to protect the hip. Sink into that left hip. Feel that nice opening in the hip flexor. From here, go ahead and inhale. Peel your chest and belly up off the thighs. Send the arms up towards the sky. And remember, the modification is to lower the knee. You could even be here or here. So find your version of this pose. Can't tell. And then slowly bring those palms together. Exhale, lower the hands all the way down to the floor to either side of your right foot. Step your right foot back to meet the left. And then exhale, slowly lower down. Try to round the elbows in tight. Inhale, lift the heart up. Find your cobra. Press all 10 toes into the floor. Pull that belly button in. Exhale, chin to floor. Inhale, press yourself up. Exhale, up and back, downward facing dog. Finding your breath. On your inhale, gaze up in between those hands. Walk, step, or jump. Coming to the front of your mat. Nice forward fold. Inhale, reverse, swan dive your hands all the way back up overhead. And then exhale, lower those hands down in front of your heart. Notice how you feel. Maybe even close your eyes. Notice the sounds that you hear. From here, bring those arms down by your side. So we're going to come into tree. So if you ground down through your left foot, you're going to bring the right foot to the inside of your ankle, your shin, or your inner thigh. So finding your version of tree, pull that belly button in, zip that belly in and up, grow tall like a tree, and bring those palms together. If you really press the palms together, you're going to really fire up the upper back, your arms. So you could stay here, or you could begin to grow those tree branches. Maybe you have cactus arms. Actually, let's all do that. Press the arms back. I want you to open up through the chest and fire up the mid-back, the upper back. We spend so much time forward, we need to open up. Finding that tree, finding your breath, finding your balance. And then slowly bring those palms together, back down in front of your heart. So we're going to take a big step back with the right foot. So the right foot steps back, plants on the floor at a 45-degree angle towards what would be potentially the right corner of your mat if you have a mat. Sink into that front leg. Bring your hands to your hips and go ahead and square those hips forward. Bring the hands in front of your heart. And then again, you're pulling that belly button in and up. As you're ready, you can send those hands up towards the sky. Again, I want you to bring those shoulders all the way up. And then I want you to draw the shoulders away from the ears and down the back. So feel the difference there. Sometimes it's nice to know what it shouldn't feel like and then what it should. And then slowly bring those palms together, lower the hands down in front of the heart. We're gonna open up out to the side. So your arms are out. The outside edge of your foot should be parallel with what would be a back of a mat. You're sinking into the front leg, knee is right on top of your left ankle. Knee points out in the direction of the second and third toes. So there's a clock around your foot, you're pointing it at 12 o'clock. Arms are nice and strong. So strong that if I place paint cans on top of your hands, you'd be able to hold those bad boys up. Gaze is over the front middle finger. Shoulders are right on top of the hips. So none of this. We're not racing here in Warrior 2. From here, take your back fingertips down your back leg, flip the left palm, reach up towards the sky and towards the wall behind you. Finding your reverse warrior. And then inhale, coming back to your warrior 2. Slowly straighten the front leg. We're going to begin to reach and reach and reach. Keep reaching. Arms are still parallel with the ground. Kind of. And then rotate the left arm down, right arm up. Gazing somewhere between your big toe and up towards the sky. From here, I want you to bring your hand to your sternum. Peel the chest open, and then send the right arm back up. Imagine you're pressing the left hip forward as you peel this hip towards the back wall. You got an orange here, and you're peeling the orange peel backwards. Inhale, come all the way back up to center. Sink back down into your front leg. Bring your hands around to either side of the left foot. Step the left foot back to meet the right. And then exhale, slowly lower your chest all the way down, chaturanga, elbows in tight. Inhale, lift your heart up. Gaze up towards the sky. Exhale, chin to floor. Inhale, press yourself up and back, downward facing dog. On your inhale, gaze up in between the hands, walk, step or jump, coming to the front of your mat. Inhale, rise halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive your hands all the way back up. And then exhale, float those hands all the way back down. So from here, we're finding tree again at the front of your mat. This time you're grounding down through the right foot. And then you're going to bring the sole of the left foot here to your ankle, your shin, or your inner thigh. And honor your body where it is. Wherever that is for you is A-okay. Shoulders up, back, and down. Zip it up. Weave the lower rib cage together. And then you can find your arms, your trees. Maybe your tree branches grow down. But they're nice and strong branches. Maybe they grow up. Maybe they grow all the way up here. But again, if they're up here, remember, shoulders are drawing away from the ears. Don't crunch those shoulders up towards your ears. And then slowly bring the palms together. Lower the hands down in front of the heart. And we're going to take a big step back with the left foot. So step that left foot back, plant the left foot on the floor. So that left toe points out in the direction of your left mat. So it's sort of angled at a 45 degrees. You want to square those hips. You can really feel it by taking your hands right to those hips to square them as you sink into that front leg. And then as you're ready, of course you could stay here. You could stay just with your hands on your hips, or you could send your hands up towards the sky. Really pressing into the outside edge of your back foot. Engage the back leg. And then very slowly bring the palms together, lower the hands down in front of the heart. And just open up. So you're opening up out to the side, finding your warrior two. The outside edge, that back foot sort of opens up to where the outside edge of your foot would become parallel with the back of your mat. If you have a mat, you're sinking in to the front leg. Shoulders are on top of the hips. There's no race here in warrior two, which you can see sometimes, but there's no race. And we're all in this together right now. Find your strength here again. Remember, your paint cans are on top of your hands. You're holding those suckers up. And then slowly begin to walk your back fingertips down the back leg, flip the right palm. Inhale, arm up, and reach towards the back wall. Gazing up towards the sky, gazing up towards your fingertips. And then inhale, come back to your warrior two. Straighten that front leg and begin to reach. Reach and reach and reach until you feel like you can reach no more. Pull the belly button in, begin to feel the stretch in the inner thigh, and then rotate the right arm down, left arm up. Gaze up towards the fingertips. And then once again, hand to the rib cage, peel the chest open. Imagine you're peeling your hip back as you press your right hip forward. And then inhale, come all the way back up. Sink back down into your warrior two. And then bring those hands around to either side of your right foot. Step your right foot back to meet the left, finding that plank position nice and strong. So you're broad through the shoulder blades. Look down at your hands. You're pressing into your palms. And then on your exhale, slowly lower your chest down to the ground. Chaturanga. Inhale. Lift your heart up. Gaze up towards the sky. And then exhale, chin to floor. Inhale, press yourself up. High plank. Back, downward facing dog. Slowly lower down onto those knees. Cross your legs behind you and roll over onto your bottom. So we're on our bottom. And maybe I'll bring this a little bit closer. And just bring those hands behind your back, fingers face forward, and just windshield wiper your legs left and right. And then bring those knees back to center. So from here, we're going to do a little tiny bit of ab work. I want you to roll the shoulders up, back and down. Rock back onto the space behind your sits bones. And then bring your hands right here behind your knees. Draw the belly button in and up. So imagine there's the scarf hanging out underneath your lady or gentleman parts, and you're drawing that up into your body. And we're just going to, so the toes are you're trying to keep the big toes on the ground. Go ahead and inhale, lift the right toe up. And then exhale, lower the right toe down. Inhale, lift the left toe up. Really engage the left leg, the top of that quad. And then exhale, lower down. Right, lower, find your breath. Left, lower. Belly button's drawing in and up. Don't sink into your shoulders and your upper back. Right, lower, left, lower, right, lower, left, lower. 2 more each side. Right, lower, left, lower. 1 more each side. Right, lower, left, lower. Lower those feet. Roll forward. Hug your arms around your knees and your legs. So from here, slowly roll onto your back. And if you stayed with me or if you've started, we're going to come down to the floor with a tie. The whole sequence will be on YouTube later, and we'll stay on Facebook all day. So slowly lower down onto your back and just have your tie by your side. Hug those knees in and just rock from side to side, small circles on your low back. With your tie or rope or yoga strap, whatever you've got, place it around the ball or arch of your foot and extend that leg up. Extend your left leg out with your left foot flexed. And I want you to feel, so both toes are pointing back at your face, both sets of toes. And then your right arm is on the strap, your left arm's just hanging out comfortably. And just feel a nice stretch up the hamstring. So you've got a gentle pull, and I want you to imagine you're breathing into the space where you feel the opening in the back of your leg. With the left arm down on the ground, I want you to keep the left side of the body glued to the floor. Slowly open your right leg up out to the side. So left butt cheek stays on the floor. Once you're out to the side here, you can begin to arc the big toe up towards the crown of your head or the wall behind you. And then slowly inhale, bring that right leg all the way back up. Switching hands, left hand comes onto the strap, right arm comes down onto the floor. And then slowly bring the right leg across the body. Now you may stop here and feel a really nice long stretch up the right side of the leg, down that IT band, your tensor fasciae lata, the TFL. Or you could also continue with this by bringing the right leg all the way across, finding a nice twist. Keeping the right shoulder on the floor, you can gaze over that right shoulder. If you're a runner and looking for stretches, because I know we were in the throes of running season, this is a great one. And then slowly bring that right leg all the way back up. Relax your knee, remove the right foot from the strap and extend that right leg out. And just notice what you notice about that right leg. It feels so good, I hope. Light, long, lean. Are there tingly sensations, anything sort of pulsing through that leg? And then slowly bring the left knee in, taking your tie, your strap, whatever thing that you've got. It could be a towel even. I want everybody to know that this is completely doable with almost zero equipment or things that you can find around your home. Your right foot is flexed. So the right calf, the right butt cheek stays on the floor. Left toe is flexed, left feet are flexed. You feel a nice stretch down the back of your hamstring.
course, you get to take this to your level, so you want to take it to that space that's slightly uncomfortable. That edge, like right before you jump the cliff. With the right arm on the floor, left hand on your strap, slowly open the left leg out to the side. Again, you see the right side of my body stays on the floor. Notice what you notice here. Because the fascia is one piece of tissue, my leg's out to the side, my stretch is in the right hip. You might feel this more down the inner thigh. All depends on your daily lifestyle choices and how you spend those days, but for me, it's a good portion of it is through here. And then very slowly inhale, bring that left leg all the way back up. And then switching hands, right hand comes onto the thigh, left arm comes down by your side. And begin by just bringing the leg over a little bit to feel that nice stretch on the left side of the leg. And then very slowly continue the left leg over, if you want, again, to your comfort level. Find your twist. Left shoulder stays on the ground, gaze over that left shoulder, bringing the left leg all the way across. And then slowly inhale, bring that left leg all the way back up. Bend your left knee, release that left foot from the ground and extend your left leg out. And just notice what you notice. My stomach. Slowly bend both of those knees and just windshield wiper your legs left and right. Oh my goodness, it looks like there could be a little bit of sun today. And then slowly bring the knees back to center. From here, just take the soles of the feet together and just allow those knees to fall open away from one another. And just close your eyes here and let everything go. Very slowly bring those knees together. Heel toe your feet wider than those hips or as wide as your mat as you let the knees fall in towards one another. And then very slowly heel toe those feet all the way in. Hug the knees into the chest. Rock from side to side, small circles. Keeping the knees close. Open the arms out. One last twist. Inhale, exhale, drop the knees over to the right. As your gaze falls left, bring your hand to that left thigh if you want. Give yourself your own little assist. Feels good. And then slowly inhale, bring those knees back to center. Exhale, drop your knees over to the left as your gaze falls right. And then slowly bring those knees back to center. Wrap those arms around your shins. Lift your head up, hug your chin into your knees. Squeeze yourself into the tightest little ball ever. And then very slowly lower your head down. Bring your arms down by your side. Extend those legs out in front of you. Close your eyes. And allow yourself to sink into stillness. And we'll hang out here. I promise I will bring you back, but just hang out here for a few moments. If you absolutely have to get up, get up. And go on, and I hope you have a wonderful day. But if you can hang for several breaths, a couple of minutes, that would be awesome. Just begin to bring your awareness to the sounds that you hear. Noticing the sound of your breath. Noticing the rise and fall of your chest and belly with every inhale and exhale. Notice where your body makes contact with the floor, and the floor rises to become one with your body. Bring awareness to your fingers and toes. Begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Resting your arms and elbows on the floor, lift those forearms up hands pointing up towards the sky, and just circle. Begin to circle your wrists and your ankles. Whatever movements feel good here. Slowly extend the arms up overhead. Reaching towards the back wall, point your toes and flex your feet. And then very slowly, as you're ready, bend those knees. Again, any movements you feel your body needs. Maybe you windshield wiper your legs. Maybe you hug the knees into the chest. Maybe you rock around from side to side, take an extra twist, whatever that is. Eventually bringing those knees in towards your chest, giving yourself a big hug, thanking yourself for doing yoga this morning to nurture your mind, body, and spirit. And in these crazy times, please take some time to find gratitude for things going on in your life that are good. Extra time with your kids or loved ones. Maybe it is that you don't have to work right now, even though it might be stressful, but it kind of feels like a nice little respite. Maybe you're getting to eat yummy food or learning something new. Slowly roll over onto your favorite side. Big deep breath in. And then exhale. Using the top arm and palm, slowly press yourself all the way back up. Go ahead and roll those shoulders, whatever works here. Maybe move your neck around, kind of release anything that you might be hanging on to up there. And then bring those hands down by your side, palms facing up. Inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale, lower the hands down in front of your heart. Big deep breath in. Exhale. One more, inhale. Exhale. Bring your hands up in front of your forehead. Thank you so much for practicing, following along, joining any part of this video. It will be on YouTube later on after I upload it. It is the light and love in me that honors the light and love in each and every one of you. Namaste. And if it is sunny today, make sure you get out there and get your vitamin D. We all need extra right now.